Welcome to day 33 of our school year. Okay, so our beginning fraction, we have 180 total school days. We're on day 33. Let's find the factors of our numerator. Two factors we always know are 1 and the number itself. Now remember, factors are the numbers that multiply together to make this number. Or you can divide evenly by them, is another way to think of it. Using the commutative property of multiplication, I can also write it as 33 times 1. Now I'm going to go through my divisibility rules in an orderly fashion. So after 1, I try 2. The rule for 2 is that it ends in an even number. 3 is odd, so 2 is not a factor. And if 2 is not a factor, no even number will be. So then I try 3. The rule for 3 is that we add the digits together. 3 plus 3 is 6. 6 is a multiple of 3, so 3 is a factor. 3 times 11, 11 times 3. We try the next odd number, which is 5. The rule for 5 is that it ends in a 0, 5. It ends in a 3, so 5 is not a factor. We try 7, 7, 14, 21, 28, 35. No, 33 is not in that list, so 7 is not a factor. We try 9. 9 has the same rule as 3. 3 plus 3 is 6. 6 is not a multiple of 9, so 9 is not a factor. Then we get to 11. Also, 11's prime, so when our second factor is prime, we're done. It won't break it down anymore. Let's list our factors from least to greatest. 1, 3, 11, 33. That is 4 factors. That is more than 2 factors, so it is composite. Now we need to figure out which one of these is our greatest common factor. So let's start with our greatest factor of 33 and see if that works. Remember, it doesn't matter what your groups look like as long as there's 33 in each group. It does not have to look like mine at all. And you need to make sure that your shaded is separated from your unshaded. Okay, so it looks like I have 15 left over, so that means that 33 is not our greatest common factor. Now let's try 11, see if 11 works. Okay, so it does not matter what our groups of 11 look like, just as long as we have 11 in each group. And we keep the shaded separated from the unshaded. And here I'm using decomposition. I have 5 plus 6 is 11. 4 plus 7 is 11. And it makes this zigzag pattern too. 8 plus 3 is 11. 9 plus 2 is 11, and 1 plus 10. 10 plus 1, 9 plus 2, 3 plus 8, 4 plus 7, 5 plus 6, 5, and I have 4 left over, so that means 11 didn't work. So let's try groups of 3. Remember, we need to keep our shaded separated from our unshaded in our groups of 3. We have to make sure that there are 3 in each group. So we need to keep that shaded all together in groups of 3. And then the unshaded. Your groups do not have to look like mine. Alright, so 3, finally, one that works. 3 is our greatest common factor. Let's go ahead and find what our new denominator is. Each of my rows has 3's, and I'll come back and count this column. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30, 33, 36, 39, 42, 45, 48, 51, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60 total groups. And I have 3, 6, 9, 10, 11 shaded in. So 11/60ths is our new fraction. Now that we've completed our division with our model, we're going to use our algorithm. We're going to divide both by our greatest common factor. So 180 divided by 3 and 33 divided by 3. So let's see, I know that 3 times 20, placeholder moves it over place, 2 times 3 is 6. Number's the same, 0 is the game, more on top, no need to stop. More on top, no need to stop. I'm going to do 20 again, get that 60, because 20 times 3 is 60. Number's the same, 0 is the game. This is just 12, take away 6, which is 6. 20 times 3 is 60. Number's the same, 0 is a game. Add these partial quotients, 0 plus 0 plus 0, 2, 4, 6. Then here, let's see, 10 times 3 is 30. More on top, no need to stop. Number's the same, 0 is a game. Then 1 times 3 is 3. Number's the same, 0 is a game. Add my partial quotients. 10 plus 1 is 11. We still need to check. Divisor times quotient plus remainder. Divisor times quotient plus remainder. Since my remainder for both is 0, and the identity property of multiplication says when you add 0, it stays the same, I don't need to add 0. The identity property of addition, I hope I said that correctly. 3 times 0 is 0, 3 times 6 is 18, 3 times 1 is 3, 3 times 10 is 30. 33 matches 33, so that checks. 180 matches 180, so that checks. That means my numerator is definitely 11, my denominator is definitely 60. Now let's go ahead and fill in our data collection page. Still in trimester 1, week 8. Today is 9/24/19, and our fraction for today is 11/60ths. Let's go ahead and get out our number line. We did groups of 3. Okay, so here we have 7/60ths, 8/60ths, is equivalent to 12/90ths, 6/45ths, and 2/15ths. That's the simplest form there. 9/60ths is equivalent to 3/20ths. That's its simplest form. 10/60ths is one of the many ones, equivalent to 1/6. And then today, 11/60ths, there's nothing below it, only numbers above it. 33/180ths. So this is our simplest form, or equivalent fraction in lowest terms. Okay, go ahead and put your number line away, erase your worksheet, and thank you for joining me.